ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends cable from the Zabu Build-A-Figure wave. I've been looking forward to this one. Just looking at it in packaging, it looks very, very cool. Well, what you're seeing is probably out of packaging images anyway. On the side, you can see some nice artwork of Cable over there, looking pretty sweet. And then you can see the widened shot right over there, looking pretty cool. There's the read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave, and then you can see Cable again up over here. You have a spot-varnished Marvel logo, no X logo, I guess, and then nothing much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Cable out of the packaging, and oh my god, I like this Cable. Yes, I didn't expect to want to replace the current Cable that I have on my X-Men shelf with this one right here, but I'm probably going to do that. We're going to talk about the suit a whole bunch in just a moment, but first, I do want to look at the accessories, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. So the number of accessories are okay. We get the Build-A-Figure piece. You also get a set of gun-holding hands, and we do not get an even set of fist hands or weapon-supporting hands, and I wish we did get even sets of these hands as well. But if you're going to have a supporting hand on one side, it should be the left side. So at least they did that. We get these two guns right over here. We also get a coffee stain, and may I introduce to you the spider stain. Yeah, yesterday when I was reviewing those Mezco turtles, I didn't know that there was a spider underneath my dio, and I just crushed a huge, fat, juicy spider, and that's big old spider stain over there. So hey, now we have a spider stain to go with the coffee stain. If you think that's gross, well, you're the one who clicked on a video by an author named ShartimusPrime. It shouldn't be a surprise. Look at the detail with the paint right over here, man. Looks really good. We've seen this gun before. This came with Silvermane, I think, and I do like the paint that they added to it. Looks great with the silver paint mixed into the plastic, even though you can see some swirling in some parts of it. I still think this looks really good. I really wish we had a big gun, though. Cable should always have a big gun with him, is what I say. I can't remember who came with this piece originally. I feel like this is not brand new, but remind me down below. I did a bunch of research on the backstory of Cable, but yeah, or his suit anyway, but this does look badass. I really do like it a lot, and damn it, yeah, wish we had an even set of fist hands. And you get the supporting hand right there, and these gun-holding hands look good with the wrinkles right there on those gloves. And these do have the different hinge, so you can move these up and down like that, and then this will move side to side like that. I still feel like this is the up and down, and I still feel like this is the side to side, but that's just me. Now, before we get into the different suit designs for Cable, holy crap, this head sculpt is freaking amazing. Look at this thing, man. They did such a good job. Look how much detail we get in this one eye right over here. The scar looks great. The 5 o'clock shadow looks amazing. I love the translucent effect piece right over there. The hair looks really good too. No paint detail in the hair though. It is just one color, but man, I love this head sculpt. This is the best Cable head sculpt. Look at that 5 o'clock shadow. Hasbro has just been crushing it with their comic book faces on their figures lately. This looks great. For some comparisons, you can see we have the Avengers X version right over there, which I always thought looked really cool too. I really like this one a lot still. It's much older, but you can see the improvement on the details on the face right over here. And then comparing it to the Cable head from the X-Force version, you can see that right there. Still looks really good, but not as much detail as we're getting with this one right here. And then speaking of X-Force, when I see this suit, I immediately think the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 suit. And then in the comics, he did have a suit that was very similar to this one, but he had it sleeveless on the right side. And then shortly after that, I think it was around issue 35 or something like that, in the Cable run, he had gotten 2 sleeves with X's on the shoulders, and then got rid of one of those sleeves, and then he had just the blue sleeve with the red X on the shoulder. And that's the comic version of this suit, but this suit is truly a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 design, because it doesn't have that X over here. And I think there may have been a shoulder pad in the comics right over here. But anyway, looking at what they gave us, oh, another difference is, yeah, comic version, this is a circle instead of a rectangle. But I really love how this looks. There's no paint detail. I wish it had paint detail, but I do like the body mold. This upper torso is new. This bionic arm is new, and it looks fantastic. I love the pinless joints right here with it. It doesn't ruin the effect of it all. I think it just looks great. And they even sculpted on like a bolt thing right over here, but it's not a hinge. This arm is really awesome looking. Oh, I just noticed a little marbling line right there, but that was the first time I noticed that. I love how there's a hint of brown mixed in here. Really gives it some depth. It's like a fake wash or something because it's just mixed in the plastic. And then you have this whole feature where we have the straps connected to the upper torso. This is sculpted very well. We have a Hercules arm on this side. Thus we get the pins showing over there, which does not ruin the figure for me. And then the upper torso, again, is new. Belt's new. Crotch piece is new. Legs are from Hercules up until you get to the calves. And it just works out really well. These are not stuck on there or sculpted in there, but they don't really move around enough to really bother me. Would be nice to see some details on these pouches. Again, the figure does feel like it does miss some paint detail on it. Like it does, aside from the arm, like there's not a lot of depth as far as paint goes, but when we look at the X's, they look clean, so that's pretty good. And then the boots actually transition out pretty well right over here. Now this does look cheap just seeing that painted line, and it does look fuzzy, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. But I've seen worse before. This side looks a little bit cleaner than this side. So depending on your copy, I guess. But still, the choice to do that is a bit iffy for me. But I like the overall figure, so it doesn't really bother me that much. And then there's your cable butt and your cable back. And just take another second to look at this over here, because I'm going to get into the articulation in a moment. But I love this feature where you have these little faux strap pieces sticking up over here so you don't get weird gappage when you articulate the figure around. I thought that was going to be an iffy thing, but I gotta tell you, I like it. I like it a lot. It has worked out very, very well. So I'm pretty sure this upper torso is brand new, and if so, and they've added the dumbbell joint with the hinge, oh, it makes me so happy. I also like the seam line sculpted right there underneath that neck. That looks really, really good. So I'm happy that he could look up that far. He can move down, shift forward and back like a pile driver, turn side to side. A little bit of head wobbling still. See, this is why this is the best, in my opinion anyway. I really think it's the best. No butterfly joints. I wish we did have butterfly joints with this figure. It would have been nice. But with this shoulder over here, you can move that one out that far. Right about the same on each side. Move them all the way in. They rotate a full 360, bicep swivel. You get the double jointed elbows on this side that are pinless. These ones are pinned. And then we already went over the wrist articulation. You get this great crunching. Once again, this is working out well for me. I'm liking it. You get the waist cut right there. And the hips move outward that much. Heel kick forward, back a little bit. Upper thigh cut. Pinless double jointed knees. And then he has the boot rotation, which, by the way, Hasbro needed to add a strap right here. That's what's missing. They had a little strap going around this, which would be tricky to do because you have that hinge right there. But yeah, looking up the pictures from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 again, there's supposed to be a little strap right there. Anyway, you get a boot cut right there, and then ankles move down. You do move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now, to measure out this cable figure, you can see that he is standing just a little under 7 inches tall. Now, for a Hasbro cable comparison, while I do not have all the Hasbro cables, I have the Avengers X storyline. I think that was the name of it, if I remember right. And then we have the X-Force cable right over here, which has been on the shelf. And damn it, I really like this one a lot. I got to do a head swap and see how this would go. I'm not going to do a head swap with that one because, you know, it's inconsistent with the way the face is sculpted there. But I have to see how this looks at least. Ooh, not looking too bad. I don't know if I'm going to have them on the shelf like that. I think I'm still going to go with this body mold. And let's just put this on here to see. And that doesn't look bad either. But I don't know. I'm kind of liking this look also. And then big thanks to Ray Farr. He sent over an image of this swap right over here where you could take the strap, undo it right there, get the regular head on right here, and then just see how this looks. I'm sure you've seen other people do this already, but hey, now you're seeing me do it right there. Yeah, it looks all right. I'm probably not going to go with this for a display option though. And then for another cable comparison, you could see we have this new cable figure next to the Toy Biz cable figure, which I believe I spent around $35-40 on this figure way back in the day. Look how small he is. And then we have the amazing Yamaguchi cable. So these do have this suit design, which we originally saw where we have the fleshy right arm right over there. And I just think it's really interesting that Hasbro or Marvel has been going with this sleeved version right here, not with just this Hasbro Marvel Legends figure, but also with the Mezco cable, which I don't have, but I want to show that off over here. That also has the blue sleeve, but neither of them have the red X. So those are both supposed to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cables, but we don't have a true comic version that has the red X over there. Slightly different belt design and everything. I guess this is close enough, but still I would prefer if they went with closer to this look right over here or this look right over there. I don't know. For some reason, this to me is still like the coolest design choice for a figure, having the big old shoulder pads plus the blue and yellow, which, by the way, this blue is a little bit on the unsaturated side. Cable party, yeah! You know what year it is? You know what time it is? What year is it? You know what year it is? What year is it? Is it? Do you know what's this? And then here's Cable next to our X-Men 97 Bishop, and then we have our X-Men 97 Cyclops body with the regular 90s X-Men head sculpt on there because I like that head sculpt more. And I mentioned how the blue on this is less saturated than what we've seen on the other figures, and it's supposed to be that way. So if you look at this screenshot right here, yeah, Cable's got a much lighter blue color compared to Cyclops. And when I went through that Cable comic title, I did find a couple of villains that we could put up against this Cable with this suit. You can see we have Psycho Man over here and Omega Red. And then here's Cable next to Hercules, and you can see we have similar parts here, not all 100% the same, of course. And then here's Cable next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack Deadpool right here. I did swap some of the parts with another Deadpool, but yeah, I love this look for Deadpool. I don't remember them looking like this side by side so much in the books, but they do look really cool side by side, and I do miss doing the stop motion, but life's been crazy, and I still have a documentary to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hey, show some love by hitting that like button, and as I always say, you gotta hit that subscribe button if you want to see more from this channel, or it'll pop up in your home feed or something. But hey, if you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a big extra thanks to those who support this content via Patreon and membership. It's very, very much appreciated. And this figure is very much appreciated as well. I really do like it a lot. Now, I do wish that they went with the more comic accurate version. I would have personally preferred that. I don't know what Disney and Hasbro's deal is, or it's really got to be Disney. They're really pushing that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 design with Cable over here, I think anyway, especially with this one and the Mezco one, but it still looks really cool. I've seen some mods where we've seen the fleshy arm on there, and it does look pretty sweet. So yeah, I would have preferred the more comic accurate version, but I really do like this too, and the head sculpt I think is astounding. I like what they did with the new tech on the belt and that ab crunch. That just works out very well for me, so I'm really pleased with that. I haven't seen anybody really do that quite the same way with the straps over there. Proportions look really good on the figure. It's very fun to pose around. There's some, I guess the aesthetics could have been a little bit more detailed, like some kind of paint applications over the yellow, some kind of paint apps over the light blue. Getting two light colors with no shading, it does look a little bit weird. But other than that, I don't have that many complaints really, after I just listed a bunch of complaints. But for real, I really do like the figure a lot, and at the price point around 25 bucks, I'm gonna give this Cable a stud rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.